All right, so I am back out here in the garage. Got the spark plug out, and I have this Borescope camera that will allow me to see down into the spark plug hole and get into the cylinder. Well, I know that's the top of the piston, but this Borescope, and that ring right there at the top, whatever that is, whatever it is, that might be the valve seat. It's hard to say. But yeah, this Borescope camera is kind of cheap, and I'm looking at the top of the piston, but this isn't telling me anything. Maybe that thing right there in the way is what, maybe that, oh, that's probably the edge of the valve is what that is. And the valve can't go back into place because the ring is, not the ring, but the valve seat is messing with it. So it looks like that's probably the issue. Not that I doubted the dealer. A little bit of the coolant that was in the Supercharger. So anyway, that's the inside of the Supercharger. Looks kind of oily. This side looks very oily. My camera didn't record audio on this for some reason, but this is me removing the throttle body. It was really simple. There's 4 bolts that hold it in and a couple of connectors. And this right here was the hardest part. On the bottom right side of the throttle body, there's a hose that comes into it. And there's a connector that was kind of difficult to remove, but if you just fiddle with it for a few minutes, you'll figure it out. It's not hard at all. All right, my next step is to take off the belt to the Supercharger. There's a tensioner that I need to pull. I've got a socket in a little 3/8 inch hole, and I've got a cheater bar on it, and when I pull this way, it relieves tension on the belt. But I'm having a little trouble here, so I'm gonna pull as far as I can. It seems like the tensioner just stops at some point, like right there it stops, and I can't relieve any more tension, so I'm gonna try to use a screwdriver to slip the belt off. Yeah, don't do that. It was a bad idea. I put a couple of scratches in the pulley. I don't think it's enough to damage a belt when I put a new belt on, but it's a possibility, so I don't recommend that. What I ended up doing was just cutting the belt because I couldn't slip it off, and hopefully when I come around to putting a new belt on, it'll be easier and I'll have that part of it figured out. There are 8 10mm bolts I need to remove. Don't know how hard they'll be to break free. That was easy. Right down here inside of the Supercharger. I think I have all the bolts. The manual just said there were 8. But it feels like something's still holding it. I mean, it's loose, it wobbles. So clearly I've broken the gasket seal. I don't know I don't know what's still holding it. All right, so I've been thinking about this all day. I've been at work, and this is literally the only thing I'm going to do tonight. I started drinking already, so I probably shouldn't say that on video. Anyway, I need to get my supercharger off. All the bolts are out. All I need to do is lift it up and get it out of here. Everything is disconnected. That's all a part of it. Last night I was messing with it. It jiggles. I know you can't really see that. Listen. Shh. See, it jiggles. It's loose. It's not like the gaskets are holding it in place, which can happen. But I have not been able to lift it up. So I'm going to give this one more shot, and then if I can't do this tonight, I'm going to go back inside and watch TV. So let me try this again. This is pissing me off. Something is holding it in place, and I cannot figure out what it is. I'm giving up for the night. All right, I finally got my my supercharger loose. I got the top half off, the intercooler. I got it off a couple days ago, but I've been struggling with the supercharger itself. I haven't had much time because I've been working, but using this trim tool, I was kind of able to wedge it in there. There were some good hard parts to wedge it against. I don't know how you do this if you couldn't break it loose right there. You might have to get like an engine hoist or something and suspend it there. But mine, I finally got it broken loose. Well, it's kind of broken loose. I thought I was going to be able to lift it. Let me wedge a little bit more. So there are two dowels. They're metal dowels, they're steel seals. That's moving quite a bit. These two dowels underneath there kind of corrode over time, and they guide it in place when you're putting the supercharger on, but then they get stuck and make it hard to remove. There we go. All right. So now I should be able to lift this thing up. I don't know how much it weighs, and I'm an old man. It feels like it's free. It's made of aluminum. It can't be that heavy. That side is still stuck. There we go. It's coming out now one way or the other. Oh shit. Something over here is stuck. What the hell? Alright, all that stuff is off now. Ah shit, I thought it was off. What the hell's stuck? I should be able to lift it up now. I need some place to put it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna break my back, but we'll see. Oh, what is it still getting stuck on? That's off. That's off. That's off. I'll never figure out how to put this thing back together. What the hell? So that comes off. I don't know what that does. Oh, there's a connector on here I missed. How did I miss that? What a stupid place to put a connector. Okay. connectors off. Let's try this one more time. Here's another connector. I don't recall seeing these connectors in the manual. There we go. Now, I should be able to lift this thing out. Except my back is killing me. One last try. What the fuck? What the hell? What a stupid ass place to put a connector. Alright, I'm going to use this thing. You can't see it, but there's a connector. I need to push on the bottom of it. So I need to push on the bottom of that connector and pull on the, not on the wires, but on the other side of the connector. There we go. So that was what was holding me up. Now, I should be able to lift this thing off. Wait, before I take the supercharger off. If you've watched 11 minutes and 30 seconds of this video and you haven't clicked the like button and the subscribe button or left a comment, please do so now. I mean, you've watched 11 minutes and 30 seconds of the video. Come on, just give me some feedback, please. Thanks. I've been better prepared. And there's my supercharger. All right, that's probably all for the night. Here's my gasket. That's what I wanted to accomplish.